introduce you to this newly released curriculum by Not Consume Ministries. It is Thrive, Health and Physical Education for Homeschoolers. Now, before we dive into this new health and PE curriculum, I want to give you a few facts about it. If your teen isn't sporty, or maybe you all just don't have the time for a rigorous sports schedule, this just might be for you. If you'd like your teen to know physical activity, the importance of sleep, nutrition, and hydration, this is for you. This biblically based curriculum covers a whole year of physical education, making it very simple to earn that PE credit. It teaches teens how to care for their bodies, the one that God did create. It talks about nutrition, not just let's have activity. It talks about a well-rounded nutrition so that the teens can be educated. And I like this. It introduces a wide variety of resources and activity options so that your teen can discover what they like the best. So just because everybody's playing basketball, maybe your teen doesn't like basketball or soccer or tennis. All sorts of different exercising options that they like. There are so many ways to get physical activity, and this is gonna show you how. What I noticed right away is how modern this entire journal looks. I love the graphing paper cover. I love the black and white and grayish colors that are on there, and then the simple color of gold here, and the simplicity in the words. Love it right away. So what I noticed right away is that it looks manageable. It looks like it's just easy, simple lessons. And we're gonna dive into that in just a moment so you can see for yourself, because I haven't gone through the entire book to see what is what. I wanted to do that with you, but it does look manageable. There are 36 lessons in this book. Looking at the table of contents, week 1 is a pre-assessment. And then there's answers to the pre-assessment and a post-assessment. So I guess you can track your way and see how you've done. Hello, my name is CJ, and thank you for being here. If you're enjoying what you see, please give it a thumbs up. Thrive encourages your child to try a variety of sports and exercises so that your teen has the opportunity to find out what is both challenging and enjoyable for them. There are a plethora of ways to move your body, so I really like that it's not just catered to, oh, you need to run 2 miles a day, you need to weight lift in order to exercise, or you need to do this or that. In addition to physical fitness, your student will learn about healthy nutritional eating. No fad dieting, no crash calorie burning. Instead, your teen will be taught how to build meals that fuel their bodies and allow them to thrive. So the first section is Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. Week 1 is the pre-assessment, then it dives into a gift from God, knowing your why, your muscles, strong body, skeletal system, so forth and so on. Second section is taking care of the temple. So it jumps into the importance of exercise, stretching, strength training, calisthenics, cardio, interval training, individual sports, and it talks about a healthy diet and food. Jumps over here to sugar, water, all about soda, so forth and so on, including sleeping habits and menus. Here it talks about a few things that you need to know. So we have a little of an introduction over here about thriving, and then it dives into each week. So it says each week of Thrive provides 3 lessons for you to work through. You may want to complete these lessons every other day, like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or you may prefer doing them on consecutive days. Choose what works best for you and your family's homeschool schedule. Each lesson has a Get Moving section. Part of the goal of this course is to learn about different types of exercise and how they can help your body. So every day you'll get moving. And it has some page numbers here with exercise options. One thing that I would like to point out before moving forward is researching. So throughout the book, it talks about researching so that you can get some of the answers. So here it says parental permission should always be obtained before completing internet activities. Some ways that you can actually research to get the answers for some of the questions, like for example, this one talks about the dangers of diet soda, and it talks about artificial sweeteners, aspartame. And then it says to do some research on this sweetener to find out more. So, what is aspartame? And then it has some other questions. So, there are a couple of resources out there. You can use the internet, obviously, but you may have some books on your shelf that gives these answers, or you may get some standard nutritional book that may assist in these as well. So, just wanted to point that out, that there is not an answer key, but these things are readily and easily available on the internet. Here is the pre-assessment, and it says here, do not ask for help or look up the answers. So it's just to see what you know. What do you already know, just to kind of get you started. Here's the Get Moving reminder. The pre-assessment also moves on into the physical aspect of it. I like that. So it's just not the written test, but there is a physical aspect. So you have push-ups, sit-ups, a 1-mile run, and sit and reach for flexibility. This tip says, tape a ruler to a box and ask someone to measure where you reach. So it has these get moving reminders throughout, I'm noticing, and in true not consumed fashion, we have Bible verses sprinkled throughout as well. Oh, this one's a Bible verse, this one's not. This is another reminder to spend at least 10 minutes today on a get moving activity, record it in your journal. Nice little touch. Read Ephesians 2:10, then write out a prayer to God, thanking Him for the way He made your body. Look at the list of muscle names, then fill in the blanks to label the muscles. Let's see how much you know. In these next 2 units, you will learn more about these muscles, how they work, how they grow, and how to take care of them. It does splatter vocabulary words throughout, so this might be something that you want your student to make some little cards about if they don't already know this information, but I am noticing that. So voluntary muscles are ones that you can control. They are the muscles you move intentionally. For example, just to save a little bit of the rest of section 1 as a little surprise for you. Let's go to section 2 and take a closer look. We have a Bible verse at the top. I love you, O Lord, my strength. Psalm 18:1. We have the little reminder here at the bottom. Another reminder here, and to make sure that we log it. And then just a nice, modern, clean graphic over here on the right. We're talking about the benefits of exercise and the 5 components of physical fitness. I really am enjoying this. This looks like something that I've been looking for a very long time. All right, and here we talk about specific exercises you can do to help improve your flexibility, muscular strength, and endurance, and cardiovascular endurance. Look at this: walking the dog, shopping, vacuuming, scrubbing, mopping, taking the stairs, weeding, gardening, moving the lawn, mowing the lawn, shoveling, carrying heavy loads, and dancing. Here are some ways that you can just simply get moving. And I like that they throw those examples in here. Types of stretches. So there are listed 3 types of stretches here that you need to learn about. The 3 different types are static stretches, dynamic stretches, and active stretches. And it tells you what each of those are. And then it just has some examples of what the static stretch is and some places for you to log it. These graphics are so cool. Kudos to the artist. Types of strength training exercises: weightlifting, body weight, resistant bands, barbell, and medicine ball exercises. And what is calisthenics? Calisthenics is also sometimes called body weight training. And then it talks through that. Below is a list of many other types of calisthenics. Choose one and do some research to find out how to perform the exercise correctly. Bicycles, burpees, calf raise, chin-ups, leg raises, squats, sit-ups, running in place, pull-ups, so forth and so on. Here are some tips for doing cardio, and then it has an equation and some explanations over here to find your target heart rate zone. I like that it includes this. How much is too much? Very nice, very nice. There's a reminder here to remember that variety is important. So to mix it up, mix your exercise up in what you're doing. Types of individual sports. And here is a long list of a variety of sports. And it asks a question: what was your favorite sport? What aspects of the sport did you enjoy the most? And I can imagine that this also sparks which one. Oh, it's right here. Highlight any you haven't tried before. There you go. And are interested in. Then choose one to research and answer the following questions. Not consumed, you've thought of everything. So on this page, you circle all of the sports that you've tried. And then on this page, it suggests for you to highlight any you haven't tried before. So you go back over here and highlight the ones that you haven't tried before and you're interested in. Now we jump into what makes a healthy diet. Whole versus processed food. And then down here, it says look at the list of foods, write a W beside if it's a whole food, write P if it's processed. We dive into macronutrients, talks a little bit about protein, carbohydrates, and fats, saturated and trans fats, listing them as harmful. Fruits and vegetables, protein and dairy. Ooh, over here it lists fruits that is, it's actually Jamaican, ackee. I'll try to list a photo of it here. I grew up eating ackee in my family. It's, did I have some when I went to Florida the other day? No, I don't think so. But anyway, ackee is a very, very popular fruit in the Caribbean, and I grew up eating that. It's hard to find where I live now, but that's on the list. I like that, there's some here that, let's see, do I know all of these? There might be one or two that I don't know, but I like that they listed some very, very exotic fruits or vegetables here. So another thumbs up for that one. Not consumed. Thank you. There's a few other unique protein and dairy items on this list. You may not realize just how many protein sources exist. Circle one of the foods below and do some research on it. Then write a short paragraph explaining what you learned about it as a food source. So they have alligator meat. That is unique. Camel meat. Well, it's unique to me, and it might be unique to others as well if you didn't grow up around those type of meats and things. We have quail. We have reindeer. when I first visited Alaska, because that's where my husband is from, you know, they had a variety of unique meats there that I didn't grow up on. So I'm glad that they include a few other unique items other than just, you know, beef and chicken and fish. So these are big topics. The sugar, fast food and chemicals. Those are really big topics these days, and I am just very happy that it is included, and I'm happy how they put the titles, how they chose the titles, because it's just relevant to the teenager, and it's good to get this information in them from now, even before when they are younger, but especially during this time. So I like how it kind of breaks down how nutritious is your favorite meal, and it ties in some of these things, and it breaks it down by your average teen boy and your average teen girl. This, I'm very, very pleased with looking at this. Good old water bottles. Oh boy. All right, so plastic bottles, glass bottles, stainless steel bottles, and aluminum. And it talks about what could be in each of these different bottles. So that's very important to know. Now we're gonna jump into caffeine and sodas. This is a great visual. Shade in the amount of space taken up by the sugar you measured so that you can actually see how much sugar you're actually drinking. We have the dangers of diet soda, coffee, tea, and fruit juice. So I want to bring special attention to what if I gain weight, dealing with expectations. If you want to lose weight, write down your reasons why. Are you feeling pressured because of what you see in the media? Also talks about dieting, eating disorders, and these other topics. Now we come to the post-assessment written portion, and we also have the post-assessment physical portion. So at the beginning, we started with the pre-assessment, and then it ends with the post-assessment to see how your child has done. Here is the journal in the back for them to log their activity week by week. I really like that. Here we put our heart rate and we log that, and the weeks continue here and here. And in the back is a glossary. I always love when a curriculum has a glossary. I just think it's such a nice touch. So we have a full glossary here, and you may want your child to make some 3x5 cards with this and quiz them on it. And my friends, that is the end of this book. So what did you think about the Thrive Health and Physical Education book? Make sure to leave your questions that you may have or any comments. I am really looking forward to utilizing this. I may start this over the summer. I'm going to think about that possibility of starting it over the summer and working on that credit over the summer. Let me know what you think below, and I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to check out the link to the website in the description below for more information.